There are so many terrible things that happen during 911 calls. Emergency calls during dangerous conditions are indeed one of the facilities provided by the United States government in order to anticipate unwanted events such as death. However, you never know when an emergency may occur. It could be when someone is already seconds from death. If you're new to Insanity Collection and all you want is quality videos like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button and use that happy trigger finger by clicking the notifications button. Welcome to Insanity Collection. Let's take a look at the top 10 most chilling 911 calls. Number 10. The Chilling Ruth Call. When an elderly woman calls the police to report a suspicious character, she doesn't know that the call will record her final words and the brutal murder that followed. She complained to the operator that a suspicious man had wandered around the apartment. Around the middle of the call, she said she didn't know where the guy was. And then, well, listen to this by yourself.
Where is he now, ma'am? I have no idea.
This is a very tragic thing, but the call itself is what we discussed for a long time. Since this release, there has been a lot of confusion about the background of this call. No one has been able to identify who Ruth Price is, nor has any record of this incident ever been found. Number 9. 911 call from the Twin Towers. Remember the terror of September 11th, 2001 at the World Trade Center building in the United States? Yes, of course. This terror that claimed many lives was recorded by the 911 emergency calls. That morning, Kevin Cosgrove, a deputy head of the Aon Company, who was trapped on the 105th floor of the World Trade Center, called and asked for help for he and his work colleagues. In the recording, Kevin can be heard constantly complaining about the thick smoke that enveloped the entire room after the first plane hit the building. Kevin's call ended with the words, "Oh my God."
Hello? We're looking at financial center. Between us, 2 broken windows.
After that, the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed due to this brutal attack. Sadly, Kevin did not make it out. Number 8. The Charles Hendricks Foster Calls. A 64-year-old Ferndale man accused of stabbing his wife in the chest during an altercation over alcohol use has appeared in court. The Bellingham Herald reports that Charles Hendricks Foster is being held for $500,000 bail. Police said the man called the emergency line to say he wanted to kill his wife, and repeatedly told dispatchers to shut up.
What's your
This is
address?
not a joke. Shut up and listen to me.
Okay, first I need your address and then I'll shut up.
Shut up and listen.
Police said they thought he had been drinking. Number 7. The young boy who killed his mom and sister. In another harrowing 911 call, Texas teenager Jake Evans spent 25 minutes quietly telling how he shot and killed his mother and sister, calling himself evil. "It's weird," Evans said flatly to the 911 operator. "I wasn't even really angry with them. It just kind of happened. I've been kind of planning on killing for a while now."
No, I wasn't. It's weird. I wasn't even really angry with them. It just kind of happened. I've been kind of planning on killing for a while now.
Evans, 17, of Parker County, Texas, was arrested after he called police early Thursday to report that he had killed his mother, Jamie Evans, 48, and his 15-year-old sister, Mallory Evans. "I just thought it would be quick, you know? I didn't want them to feel any pain," he said. "That's why I used a gun, but it was like everything went wrong." Number 6. The Domestic Violence Call. On November 21st, 1990, a 6-year-old girl called 911. She witnessed her stepfather brutally assault her mother and siblings. Desperate for help, she called and asked the police to come.
Sending emergency. Sending emergency.
My mommy and daddy are having a fight.
Is she hitting her?
This is not the first time Lisa has witnessed her mother being beaten continuously. When she grew up, she shared her story with Child Protection Services workers to help educate them about domestic violence. Her childhood experiences had a lasting effect on her life. She had such low self-esteem that she ended up in the same type of abusive relationship her mother had. Number 5. The drowning of Deborah Stevens. Saturday morning, August 24, 2019, Deborah Stevens just finished delivering newspapers in the Fort Smith, Arkansas area. Suddenly, her car was caught in a flood. Just before drowning, she called 911. She called for help to rescue her from the flood. The one who received her call was a police officer named Donna Renee. That time, Renee was getting ready to end her shift duty. Instead of forwarding it to emergency services, Renee lectured the victim shortly before the victim lost her life due to flooding. "Shut up," Renee snapped.
Miss Debbie, you're going to have to shut up, okay?
I'm scared. I've never had anything like this happen to me before.
Well, this will teach you next time. Don't drive in the water.
Being rude to other people, then sadly bad things happen to people we abuse. Can't forgive myself. Number 4. House invasion. What would you think when you heard a loud pounding sound like someone was trying to break in from your basement? Creepy, right? Moreover, when you've just had a really bad accident that made you unable to walk, you are silent and wonder what is going on in your solitude. And suddenly, listen to this. Someone is already at the door where you are hiding, trying to get in.
Which side of the house?
There was a very tense panic from Michelle, the owner of the house. Next is the disgusting record. Yes, the woman was raped while on the phone with 911. Number 3. Seconds before the accident. During their vacation in San Diego, the beautiful family rented a Toyota Lexus for their trip. The family of 4 was driving around town when the accelerator pedal stuck, and the driver was unable to stop the vehicle. This brief call with the 911 dispatcher recorded the family's final moments before they were all killed while speeding at an intersection.
We're approaching the intersection. Okay. We're approaching the intersection. Hold on. Pray. Okay. Oh, shoot.
Okay. Hello?
They died when their car accelerated to over 120 miles per hour, causing it to collide with another vehicle and hit an embankment, eventually bursting it into flames. Investigators found that the broken floor mat trapped the accelerator pedal and caused the crash. Number 2. The Weepy Voice Killer. Paul Michael Stefani, or known as the Weepy Voiced Killer, is a serial killer who had killed 5 of his victims from 1980 to 1982. The strange thing is that after his kills, the murderer would call 911, regretting what he did, confused by what he did, lead the police to the location, tell them how he killed the victim, and tell them what weapon he used, and even apologize and cry. Stefani's famous victim was 18-year-old Kimberly Compton. He killed her in Wisconsin on June 3, 1981, stabbing her 61 times with an ice pick and strangling her with shoelaces. After the brutal attack, Stefani again contacted the police to report the crime. During the phone call, he said, "God damn, will you find me? I just stabbed somebody with an ice pick. I can't stop myself. I keep killing people."
Finally, I just stabbed somebody with an ice pick. I can't stop myself. I keep killing somebody.
Number 1. Checking on Sinclair. A St. Lucie County man has been sentenced to 2 life terms in prison for the fatal shooting of his wife, who was 7 weeks pregnant. Reports said 25-year-old Checkingson Sinclair was sentenced on Friday and found guilty on charges including first-degree murder in the murder of LaToisa Argett and her embryo. 24-year-old Argett was shot dead in the couple's home in Port St. Lucie in 2014, less than a year after her marriage to St. Clair. Around 6:30 a.m., they had an argument about a text message she had received from an old boyfriend. After that, the man told the officer on the 911 line that he had killed his wife.
I killed her with the gun.
You shot her? Where'd you shoot her?
I shot her in the head. How long would it take somebody to get out here now?
It's not going to take them very long.
And was waiting for the officer to come soon to clean up what I did. Thanks so much for watching. Be careful, and see you next time.